For more on this, we are now joined by crime expert Mike Bolhuis. He joins us now via our video link. Mr. Bolhuis, thank you so much for your time this evening here on SABC News. Let's start off here. What do you make of the crime stats also showing a decrease there when it comes to the murder rates by 8.7%? What does it say about our country?
Well, first of all, it's always good news to hear if there's a drop in crime. However, any murder or any serious violent crime is in any way one too much. So we must always try and consider that there should be no crime in a country. Although this is a far-fetched to get to and to achieve, because we are in an extremely volatile situation presently. So I want to say the following: the statistics does not fully reflect the situation of our country. The previous gentleman has clearly stated the enormousness of organized crime that has completely and totally taken over our country. Our country has been hijacked by criminals, and I can prove it. Nobody feels safe. Everybody is concerned about the government and corruption, the police and corruption, and their neighborhoods, wherever they find themselves, even their businesses, wherever they find themselves, they literally have to live in a state of positive paranoia, fear, and uncertainty. On your roads, if you're a farmer, if you're a businessman, there's all and everywhere crime. You get somebody that steals from you. If you take all the crimes that are happening and it's properly presented to the public, it will absolutely leave us all in fear, in much more fear, and with sleepless nights. So yes, it's a huge concern, and unfortunately we're at that point in our country where everybody needs to hear the real reality and the worst of the worst constantly in order to get this government. We need a clean sweep in our government, in our authorities, and a complete clean mindset in our public, where the government, the authorities, and the public works together, where they really say and mean it this time that enough is enough and stand against crime.
And Mr. Bolhuis, let's stay with the issue around organized crime. I mean, we've seen the developments coming out from the Madlanga Commission and how rampant organized crime has become in the country. And hearing from the minister today talking about how it affects service delivery, that being water and electricity. Why is it so difficult to capture organized crime in the country?
It's so difficult because crime pays. And you can commit it and can get away with it. And it's the way of the envelope. You can pay your way. It's become the narrative that even the mindset of the public is, I'd rather pay the guy, the authority, the institution, instead of going the correct way. You pay your way, you bribe your way, you have your connections, and that's become the narrative. And unfortunately, it's everywhere, in construction, in our hospitals, in our municipalities. Wherever you go, you have a bit of money in the hand and a bit of an envelope situation, and you get there. That's why this is happening. And unfortunately, there's too little of those that says no and stand against and is non-corrupt. If you have a police force, in my opinion, that's up to 80% corrupt, which not necessarily means you sell a docket, it means when you can't protect and serve. When you're in the police and you're actually not a policeman, it's like using a painter to fix a diesel engine. If you're in the government and you're in the authorities and you do not do your work, you are misrepresenting yourself, you're a thief. You're a fraudster. You're a misrepresentator. You're not doing your work. You're not protecting and serving.
And Mr. Bolhuis, I mean, in the next few days or so, we did hear from the minister or the acting police minister, Feroz Kachalia, saying that the SANDF will be deployed, particularly to the three provinces, being the Western Cape, Gauteng, as well as the Eastern Cape, in crime fighting. Do you think that this will bolster crime fighting on the ground?
It could. And anyway, we as a country, all the authorities, politicians, everybody, the public must all stand together and try in any and every way work together to make the difference. Otherwise, it will never work. But if the SANDF is not trained, I mean, we've seen some videos where they can't even get into the truck. If you can't run 100 meters, you cannot be a soldier. And if the soldiers are going to be on the take, and if the soldiers are going to be influenced or manipulated or threatened, intimidated or killed by the gangsters or wherever they find themselves and are influenced in any form of way, it's not going to work. Look what has happened to our police force. The penny really needs to drop. How many policemen do you trust? Who is your go-to guy in Parliament, at the municipality? Where do you get honest, straightforward, really want to attitude, positive attitude, officials that really want to protect and serve and make a difference? Where? How many?
Yeah.
So this is the concern. SANDF, if they can, and work with the police, because that relationship must also be in place, and with the public. Remember, they must all be the go-to guys that the public say, yes, thank you, here we are, how can we help and serve you? Let us be informants, protect us, help us, pay us, look after us. Let's work on an infrastructure together to deal with the 2% of extreme violent criminals in this country, which has hijacked this whole country.
All right, Mr. Bolhuis, thank you so much for your time. That's a crime expert there, Mike Bolhuis, giving us his analysis when it comes to those crime stats that were released today by the acting police minister, Feroz Kachalia. Also, they're taking note of that drop in the murder rate of 8.7%. But many also still talking about the reality on the ground and how severe crime has become.